What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and this is Video Game Hunting, episode 53, part dos. Just got out of work, and it was nice to get out a decent time, not have to get out 5. I mean, I guess look at on Fridays, they're like, cut us a little break. So, it's nice. But I was expecting we were going to stay at the 5, so I didn't even wrap up until I saw that everyone else was wrapping up. I was like... So, I got out like 20 minutes past 4. So... whatever, a little bit more money. It's okay. But, I'm going to go hit... I'm gonna hit one vintage stock, go to see if there's anything good, go to the game store, pick up that Atari Jaguar game in its box, because I don't have it in the box, but I do have it loose. But I will remove the old sticker that's on there. I have end labels on my Jaguar games. So, oh gosh, I'm tired. I think I needed a 5-hour energy shot this morning. Usually, even if I didn't, I would get going. But it was kind of like, I felt slow mode today. I mean, I was trying to stay busy. There was one point I was doing working on this one guy's trailer. His brakes, what's called cammed over. And so I actually I had to replace his brakes. And, he wanted me to, we weren't sure about if we were going to do alignment. So we had to wait for customer to call his manager and wait for the word to say, yes, we want you guys to do alignment. And I really didn't want to just check. I was hoping just checking alignment, not actually have to adjust it. The reason is it was a tanker, a gas tanker. And that would have, in the way we do it, we use the torch to cut the bolts off. And that's a little scary. And then you had the driver walking back and forth. But I was waiting for the word what we were going to do, because I couldn't just start doing the job. And then it was like halfway after between the first break and lunch, I finally got the guy done. And then just went onto this flatbed trailer, and that we've been waiting for parts for like over a month. Had to replace the brake calipers to come in, and they're a bitch to remove the bolts, because when you're done, not only remove them as a bitch, when you put the new bolts through the calipers, you need to torque them to between 350 and 400 pounds, so we decided to do 375. And you know, when you're pushing down on the torque wrench, it's not bad. But when you're pushing up, it was very exhausting. By the second bolt pushing up, I had to get someone to help me to do the third one, because I was winded. So, yeah, just been on that all day for the rest of the day. But the weather around here has been, it was rainy, cold this morning, still, all the way, and now, right now, it's nice. It's 66 degrees and sunny. Too bad I accidentally fell asleep with my contacts in. So it's like, a lot of times if it's like, hey, let's say it's 4 o'clock, and say, okay, I'm gonna let my contacts out for a couple hours and I'll put them back in. But I was gonna take my, but today I was like, I'll wear my glasses for a few hours and then put contacts in. But I totally forgot to get my contacts. Talking about that, I gotta go to the eye doctor. Hopefully, I'm still inside the year that I don't have to pay for the eye check and just to get contacts again, because I believe you have to get a checkup every year. It shouldn't be like that. It should be every 2 years, or maybe every 3 years. I mean, how much does your eyes change in that time frame? But it's wherever. It's whatever. I'm gonna go to this vintage stock. If I see something, I'll just show you it when I get out. Maybe take pictures of cool things for you if I see anything cool. Because right now there's no reason for me to go in there with the camera on, because it's just going to be the same stuff over and over again. So I'd rather show you the new stuff I found. And then I'll see if there's anything good. After I hit the video game store, I'll go to one of the further vintage stocks. And then, like I said, probably most likely I'm going to try to get up tomorrow at a decent time. Well, I actually probably call my buddy Scott, see what time he gets off, see if he wants to go game hunting with me tomorrow. But I'm definitely not going to do anything more than these 2 vintage stocks and that video game store today. So, yeah, so like I said, if I see anything at this vintage stock, I'll come back and talk about it. If not, we'll see you when I stop at the video game store. Oh, I do have some trade-ins. Let me pull out the trade-ins. Here's one. I looked back and I was seeing if I had this, and I did, and it's Missile Command for the Atari 2600. And it's boxed. Yeah, I got the Atari I got my traded Missile Command for the Atari 2600. Caesar's Palace for the NES. And the more pricey game, Iron Soldier for the Atari Jaguar. These are my end labels. So, yep. So, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. So, I'll talk to you in a few. Alright, guys. Just got out of the game store. Pulled away a little bit actually pulled away farther than I usually do because I just don't want people to just stare at me while I'm doing this. And then I was about to park to sit do this, and the guy was about to ram right into me. So I found a different spot. So at the first finished stock I found for the GameCube. I don't have a ton of GameCube games, and this is for $6. Looks kind of interesting. Is Outlaw Golf. Like that idiot who just driving through the freaking parking lot, not minding the freaking section. And then the one that put all my trades in for to get. Oh no. I totally forgot about that. But the Iron Soldier in its box. Now I'm gonna go ahead. The box is in pretty damn good shape. Sometimes you worry about if it's fake, because I think I got one that's fake. Comes with the overlay for the controller. And here's the end label. I'm going to put it on this one now. Not perfect, but it's going to be in its box, so the end label on my Jag. Yeah, the box is in pretty damn good shape. Not the greatest, I've seen better, but let's see what year just came out. 94, so gosh, what is this? 27 years old? Yeah, 27 years old. And there's another asshole just cutting through the parking lot with no regard. And what's nice, they put in from the game store, they put this in a protective case for me. They didn't have to. So I was happy with that. I mean, hey, I'm always down with an extra protective case on my box games. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. So if I see anything, I'll holler at you guys. Well, guys, when I started seeing these Sega Master System games, I had to record inside the store. You see the Ninja for the Sega Master System. See a Dreamcast game. The Combat Cars for the Sega Genesis. And there's an Odyssey 2 game right there. I picked up that Sega Genesis game. Looking at these other games right here. A bunch of Super Nintendo games in their boxes. Didn't really see anything in the Sega section or the Atari section or even the Super Nintendo or NES. Then I go walk over to the more high price section where in the case it's looking at some Super Nintendo games. Then I'll go walk over to the other section, look at the NES games. I know there's a Mega Man down there. I believe Mega Man 3 down there. Some good titles in there. I like that TNC Surf. See Tiny Toons Adventures right there. Rad Racer, Joe and Mac. Let's see what we got over here. Several games in their Sega Genesis in their cases. I'm picking up that Virtual Racer
and its case right there. You can see the Sega Game Genie for the Sega Genesis. I gave the guy the games I'm gonna buy in a little bit. Kind of look over. That's their machine where they seal up these games and cases all the time. Now look at the NES games, and you got 3DS games and DS games over there. You got Shinobi for the Sega Master System. There's the double ender Atari cart. And then there's some comic books right there. I'm not really interested, but my nephew is. Some toys. Some board games. I believe those are Pops. Funko Pops. And then I saw over here some new stuff in the case that I wanted to come over and take a good look. Like there's a Megazord up there. R2D2 right there. And here's all the shirts they have. Some guitars. Some pennants. Some toys. Star Wars toys. Some looks like DC toys. Some more Star Wars toys. Some books and other stuff. There's the pod racer from episode 1 from Star Wars. And then here's some TurboGrafx games. There's R2D2. The Megazord toy I was talking about. I would love that as a child. Some swords up there with the Thundercat swords I really want. You got a Master Sword from Zelda up there. You got some Wii U games and you got GameCube games down there. Another shot of those Wii U and GameCube games. And when I saw the Bible game on the original Xbox, I had to go pick it up.
Just got out of last vintage stock. And I found some, well, what was cool, what I usually do at this one, I go at the controllers section, and then I go to the first high price case, and then I'll go check out where they have the Intellivision games, and then I go on the other side where it has the Sega Genesis, the Atari, N64, NES, Super Nintendo. And what was cool, I noticed they had two Sega Master System games in their case. Luckily, I looked to see if I had those games in their cases, and I did. I thought I might have, but I had to double check. But I knew that was a good sign, because like, oh, cool, someone sold their Sega Master System games. So I saw this one, World Grand Prix for the Sega Master System for $5. Look how generic it looks. And I will be adding the top label for that. Then next one is just a weird looking game. It's called Combat Cars for $4. It looks like a RC Pro-Am with well, they have weapons on RC Pro-Am, but here's the front, and I'll show you the. And here's one of the cooler ones. Pick up. I do have this game loose, but I only saw this complete at the video game store for like $20 something. Usually they're the better deal, but they probably sold this at cartridge price. I could be a dick. I could be a dick to do this. I could turn around, sell my loose copy, but this is Virtual Racing for the Sega Genesis. And actually, what's cool, this chip is what they compete with Nintendo's FX chip. And this game is the reason, right there, they added the SVP chip in there. Because if it didn't have that, it wouldn't be able to have the good graphics as it did. So, and what's crazy, this game back in the day cost $100, and now I got it for $9. So, like I said, I could turn around and I could resell my my copy back and get something better. But I don't know, maybe not. I mean, it's a little shadiness, but why not? And one of the things they did with this cart is because how much it cost them to make, and then you selling it for $100, so they knew it wasn't worth it. So that's why, one of the reasons why they did the Sega 32X. So they didn't have to put in that the big chips in there. But I was hearing they were gonna have something like that where it was gonna call the SVP adapter, where you put this game in there that was just only the SVP games would play through it. And it's kind of like how the 32X works anyways. You know, it's only exclusive to those 32X games, but you can also play Sega Genesis games. And then I thought I was done. I was actually kind of checking out this one chick. I wish I had the guts to go ask her out, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be a creepo. But I was walking around and I noticed, I didn't even check the Wii U games or the GameCube games. They had a couple cool GameCube games, but I already spent enough for right now. And I was about to take off, and I went through saw this on the Xbox section for the original Xbox. It's weird enough that I had to get it. It's the Bible game. I gotta play this. Like, I gotta put this on, like, stream and have you guys watch it, and we do this and see what it's all about. It looks like it's but it could be also like a multiplayer. It says between 1 to 4 people, so maybe I don't need other people to play it. Probably, could have just be me and the AIs, but I am going to go ahead and take off. I got to go to Walmart because I do have a few things to pick up, and I'm going to go. So, see ya. Thank you.